Over these past months on my channel, I've been covering two really great mobile games. Both of these games are just games that I absolutely love playing and I just really enjoy them. But there's been one question that I've been getting time after time. Which one do you like better? Is it Clash of Clans or is it Boom Beach? So recently I've been thinking to myself, which game is actually the better game? So I figured, why just not make a series out of this? There's one thing though that both of these games both have in common. Come with a plan or leave in defeat. This is Clash of Clans versus Boom Beach. Hello everyone, it is Haywyre and welcome to the very first episode of Clash of Clans vs Boom Beach. And in today's episode we're going to be kicking off this series by talking about attacking. Attacking in the form of matchmaking, because matchmaking is very important. I mean, it is the basic core of any type of strategy game like Clash of Clans and Boom Beach. And because it's so important, matchmaking in both games pretty much determines what kind of a base we'll end up facing to attack. So the funny thing about matchmaking in these particular two games is that they are both very similar, but yet also very different. So that being said, let's actually go ahead and take a look at Clash of Clans first. So in Clash of Clans, the matchmaking system is very simple. You just simply tap on find a match, and the first base you see is basically a base you can go ahead and attack. Based on the amount of trophies that you currently have, you'll be assigned a player base of someone who is not online or doesn't have a shield. And the problem with that is that you might end up finding someone who happens to be a great deal stronger than you, and you might be finding him impossible to beat. Now luckily for us, there is a button that you can press on every single time you don't like the base. You just tap on the next button, and every single time you do that, you do have to pay a certain amount of gold that is going to be increasing based on what level your tunnel is. That means that the moment you run out of gold, you can either attack the person you're seeing at that point, or you can just go ahead and leave and wait until you got enough money saved up to attack the base that you actually do like. The result of that is that if you are searching for a very specific base to attack, or if your trophies are just too high for your level or your skill level, you might end up spending a ton of money just to find that single base that you want to go ahead and attack. A cool unique feature that Clash of Clans has and Boom Beach does not have are revenge battles. If you happen to get attacked by a person, you have the ability to attack the person back, and in this particular case you do have the ability to actually go ahead and scout the base and attack the base at will. So whenever you feel comfortable attacking the base, you can just go ahead, prepare your army and just go ahead and attack the person. Now the downside to this might be that there's a lot of people playing Clash of Clans and you might not be able to find this person anytime soon without a shield or not being online. Alright, so that being said, let's take a look at Boom Beach. So for Boom Beach, the matchmaking system is a little bit different than Clash and you might need some time getting used to it. The way it works is, when you're new in Boom Beach, you're going to generally find the same type of bases as anyone else, and the real matchmaking actually starts once you've unlocked more of the map and if you're a little bit further in the game. In Boom Beach, based on the amount of medals that you're having, just like Clash of Clans with the trophies, you will be assigned a player base that you can go ahead and scout, prepare for, and then attack. Unlike Clash of Clans, the bases that you're going to be finding in Boom Beach most of the time are not as unbeatable as in Clash of Clans. So in the Clash of Clans section, I basically spoke about the fact that whenever you don't like the base that you see, or you want to be attacking another one, you simply press next and you pay a certain amount of money. Now attacking in Boom Beach doesn't work the same way. You get assigned a base, and if you don't like the base, you have to skip it, but you can only do that after 24 hours. Also, attacking a base in Boom Beach itself is more expensive than it is in Clash of Clans. However though, if you don't like the base after 24 hours and you still want to be skipping away from that base, you can do it for free, unlike Clash of Clans. In Boom Beach you also got a unique feature to the matchmaking, and those are the NPC bases and the resource bases. The NPC bases are bases that are preset based on their name, and they start to appear at specific victory points in specific levels as well. The reason why I mention this is because the NPC bases give you the ability to obtain 1 or 2 medals, which are the equivalent of trophies in Clash of Clans, per battle, and thus influencing the actual player matchmaking, and the same thing applies with the resource bases. Alright, so now that we know how matchmaking works in both Boom Beach and Clash of Clans, it is time to combine both forces together and both arguments together to determine which game has the best matchmaking system. So in order for us to analyze which game has the best matchmaking system, I think it's important to look at a couple of the main features of matchmaking, and most importantly, what matchmaking really is. Matchmaking simply means making a match. If you cannot make a match, there's no matchmaking. So in that regard, I think Clash of Clans has the upper hand, because in Clash of Clans the pool of attacking players is simply endless, whereas in Boom Beach, if you attack a player, you have to wait until you find a new player once again, because they randomly start appearing on your map. Also in Boom Beach, what you're going to be getting sometimes is you're going to be finding a notification that the player is online whenever you start to attack the player, if they are actually online, and you're never going to see any of that in Clash of Clans. But it doesn't stop there. There's also matchmaking balance. So regardless of matchmaking itself, I think the balance is also very important. If you're finding matches out of your league or way below your league, I don't honestly think it is that fair, if you know what I'm coming from. So in Clash of Clans you have the ability to be at tunnel level 9, drop enough trophies to the point where you're finding tunnel level 3s, and at the same time, if you're tunnel level 2 just starting out the game, you can find out maxed out tunnel level 10s, and I don't think that is really fair. This is not possible in Boom Beach, by the way. If you're a low level player in Boom Beach, and if you would be playing the game normally, you would never be able to find an unbeatable player base. I mean, you're always going to be finding players around your area and so on and so forth, because that is just the way the Boom Beach algorithm for matchmaking is set up. So regardless of how you're looking at it, right now for Clash of Clans and Boom Beach, I'm at a tie when it comes down to matchmaking. But there's one thing which I believe is going to be settle the score here, and that is comparing the unique aspects of matchmaking on each game. So if we take a look at the unique aspects of matchmaking, we can kind of break the tie here, because right now I'm leaning towards Clash of Clans for matchmaking itself, but also for the matchmaking balance I'm also kind of leaning towards Boom Beach. So in order to kind of settle the score here to determine which game has the best matchmaking system, I'm going to be taking a look at the unique aspects of matchmaking for each game. So if we compare the unique aspects of matchmaking on each game, I just have to give it to Clash of Clans. And the reason for that is, in Clash of Clans you got the revenge battles, which means that whenever you get attacked, you're able to attack the person back and destroy their base. And in Boom Beach you got scouting battles and also increasing medals from NPC bases. Now, despite the fact that it's a unique feature related to matchmaking, it isn't actually matchmaking itself. So I feel that because of that, and because of the fact that you're getting an additional battle because you're doing a revenge battle in Clash of Clans, I have to say Clash of Clans simply has the best matchmaking system of the both games. If we were talking about attacking, it might have been a different story, but that is something for a different episode. So that being said, we've been talking thoroughly about the matchmaking system of both games. I think it was a really great fun episode to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you guys got any suggestions for future topics, make sure to leave them in the comment section of this video, and I might feature you on the next episode. So that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching Clash of Clans versus Boom Beach. This has been a crazy first episode, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this video too, boom, give that a thumbs up. And this has been Reversal for Clash of Clans versus Boom Beach. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys next week.